Hey guys, Tomboy601, and it is that time of month again. It is patch notes time, and oh boy, is this one a big update. There are tons of gameplay changes coming. There are tons of nerfs, tons of buffs. There is a new line of destroyers that we already know about. There's, of course, the new campaign ship, a new legendary ship, new transformers. Yes, what I am most excited about, because I don't know, I'm a small child at heart, and the Transformers content is some of my favorite content. And yeah, so with all that said, let's just dive on in, because this is it's a long list, and we're just gonna go ahead and start. So first off, Order and Discipline is the campaign name. Soviet campaign with traditional 100 milestones spread over 5 weeks. Tier 7 premium cruiser Piotr Bagration barges in as the ultimate reward, obtainable with 25,000 doubloons of Admiralty backing. This warship is based on a project of a heavy Red Navy cruiser. Is quite a formidable threat. It boasts 9 7-inch 180mm guns and a decent AA suite, improved with experience of naval battles of WW2 in mind. With maximum speed capped at 34.5 knots, there's a lot of flexibility in your positioning. The mix of her strengths provide an interesting way to fill the different battlefield roles. Try it for yourself and see. We, of course, did get the teaser with this ship. I look forward to giving it a go. It will be interesting to have a Russian heavy cruiser, because we've only pretty much gotten the light cruisers, so I'm all for giving it a go in the heavy cruisers. So as far as the Admiralty backing, what can you expect? Well, if you do not buy the Admiralty backing, i.e. you don't spend the money, the free tier goes something like this: 55 common credit boosters, 12 type 1 camouflages, 12 type 2 camouflages, 12 type 3 camouflages, 8 victory camouflages, 235,000 commander XP, 300,000 credits, 3,000 global XP, 14 promotion orders, 1 insignia, 1 accommodation, 7 days of premium account time, 5 Soviet destroyers, 5 Soviet destroyer crates, 1 big Soviet destroyer crate, 1 Russian commander crate, 1 patch background, and 1 patch symbol. If you do decide to go ahead and purchase the Admiralty backing, beyond just getting the ship itself, you will also be able to earn 35 rare boosters, 30 epic boosters, 20 type 1 camouflages, 20 type 2 camouflages, 20 type 3 camouflages, 13 victory camouflages, 185,000 commander XP, 1.5 million credits, 19,250 global XP, 26 promotion orders, 3 insignias, 3 commendations, 750 balloons, 9 Soviet destroyer crates, and 4 big Soviet destroyer crates. And of course, as we said before, the ship itself, what you would expect out of your typical Admiralty backing. Yeah, I for one am excited. Now, we are a little bit into the patch notes, so I do want to plug. You maybe notice I'm running the Warspite right now, and you're like, Tommy, why are you running the Warspite? This is kind of random. Well, we will be building the Warspite tonight on stream, so if you are interested in hanging out, talking about what you think of the patch notes in chat, go ahead, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and ring the bell. I bought a, not Lego, a Kobe model of the Warspite B, and we'll be building it on stream. Or a Lego model of the Warspite, not the Warspite B, but we'll be building it on stream and hanging out and talking about warships. So, if you're interested, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, and the little bell icon. Now, back to the patch notes. And the most exciting thing for me for this update, because once again I'm a small child, is the Transformers return. What are those thunderous sounds? The mighty Transformers are paving their way back to the seas. The collaboration sees 4 commanders added to Legends, both Autobots and Decepticons, with corresponding skins for their Tier 7 ships, and they are as follows. Grimlock with King of Primitive skins for the French battleship Richelieu. That's right, you can have a dinosaur commander. I am so excited. This scary looking Dinobot is all about improving your battleship secondary caliber guns and eating enemies, of course. Hot Rod with Hot Racer skin for the British cruiser Edinburgh. It improves your radar, it makes spotting you from planes more difficult. So that's really great. So I'm down to try that one out. Soundwave with Superior skin for the Italian cruiser Amalfi, which will give better maneuverability and better smoke screens. And then finally, Starscream with Lord of the Seeker skin for the German aircraft carrier August von Parsifal. You get faster aircraft with a bigger health pool. What's more, you can ask, what more could you ask for a carrier commander? And let me just say, what I ask for is that the planes are jets. Because if the planes are jets, I'm sorry, you're stealing my heart, and I'm just gonna have to buy the thing. Fun fact: the previous Transformers collaboration was the first time I bought something from this game that wasn't on sale. I think the first time I bought a premium was the Gruff Spay, and when it was on sale. And the first thing I bought, like a collaboration wise, was my Iowa skin and Optimus Prime, because Transformers holds a special place in my heart. And speaking of that, the original Transformers content from the previous collaboration, that's Megatron, Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, and Rumble, will be available starting the first week of the update. That's August 30th. While the new reinforcements of Grimlock, Hot Rod, Soundwave, and Starscream will arrive on week 2 from September 6th and on. So there we have it. Next new thing for this update is the all-new alternative Soviet destroyer line. Of course, it will be in early access, as we kind of usually would expect. So next to come is going to be 3 fresh off the dock dangerous Soviet destroyers. Subratsklany, which is Russian for sharp, at tier 4. Bovoy, which is Russian for pugnacious, at tier 5. And Kiev at tier 6, which will all be in the usual early access. You can receive these ships with unique personal missions, 1 per ship, while opening dedicated Soviet destroyer crates. And then, of course, next time around, next update, they will be joining the regular tech tree. Also locked off for this will be the tier 7 Udaloi, which will be the crowning achievement of the ship, but of the line. That being said, we know what to expect here. I'm excited to see them get added, and more importantly, come to the tech tree next time. Next up, Arena Battles. Arena Battles Seasons 4, 6, and 7. Arena is coming back with 3 short-timed seasons this time. Arms Race mechanic is an effective way to spice up the flow of battles, and it's active for all 3 seasons. Battle with tier 5 through tier 7 ships, depending on the season's rules, with no carriers allowed whatsoever, and earn rewards according to your overall placement. The better you do, the more you get. Prizes include steel, commander progression items, crates, and more. The action starts on the 9th of September, so be prepared. You can learn everything in detail about these arena seasons in our dedicated blog post next week. I would expect it to ring fairly similar to what we saw the last time Arena came around, and I really enjoyed the arms race mechanic for Arena, so I'm definitely excited about this. Next piece of news, new big crate. As you probably realized, we have a big summer crate and a big winter crate. Well, it's starting to get time to change it up. The new big crate, the main thing that they change out in this is going to be the ship rewards for the very small drop rates that you could obtain. The new ships available in this one is going to be London, West Virginia, and Bluskaiwa. If you already have those ships, they are duplicate protected. So if you already have them, I wouldn't recommend even buying those crates. Not that I don't think many people buy big crates. They're kind of just like a little bit better than the regular crates, and people just kind of take them like, oh, okay, maybe we get a ship out of this one. Anyways, new big crates with, like I said, London, West Virginia, and Bluskaiwa coming in there. Balance changes. They're bringing a lot of changes in this update. Those include both nerfs and buffs to some of the popular and less so ships. 13 in total, commanders and skills, toning down a bit or some of the most effective ones and improving those that are underperforming according to our stats. You notice that we touch 2 of the most popular destroyer inspirations, and that is done in hopes to diversify the builds that we are seeing on destroyers. However, that well-known combo, which I'm sure you all know of, Bay and Swirsky, will still provide the best concealment. And here is where some massive changes are coming to this game. So here we go. Tier 7 Cleveland getting a nerf. The stock main battery reload time was increased from 6.5 seconds to 7, and the upgrade from 6 to 6.5. So it is receiving an extra half-second reload time. Legendary tier Alaska receiving a major buff. Radius of max dispersion of main guns is being decreased by 10%. Penetration of AP shells increased by 5%. Repair party reload time decreased from 60 to 50 seconds, and HP regeneration is increased by 33%. Alaska definitely underperforming, and this is trying to bring it in line, make it a more effective ship at legendary tier. I'm excited to do it because for me, I literally put the rust bucket camo on it, and I haven't taken it out since the first time I got it. So that's where that ship is for me. I'm excited to see what changes we have here. Tier 6 Nagato, what I just finished grinding, maximum speed increased to 26 knots from 22.3. Rudder shift time decreased for both hulls from 15.2 to 13.7 and 14.4 to 12.9 respectively. Also, shell grouping increased by 2.5%, giving it a nice little boost to the guns that it sorely needs. Because let me tell you, once again, just finished grinding that one. The guns can be rough. It is nice to see it get a little bit of love in that direction. Next up, Kagera, reload time of torpedo tubes being decreased from 101 seconds down to 91 seconds. That is just good to see, just a flat kind of buff, and it will need it because we will explain the nerfs that are occurring to the to destroyers this time around. Yamato receiving a nerf. Shell groupings are being decreased by 5%, and rotation speed of the main guns being decreased from 4.5 degrees per second to 4. So a straight nerf over there for Yamato. Vanguard, everyone's favorite ship to buff, receiving another buff. Shell groupings are being increased by 2.5%, and radius of maximum dispersion for main guns increased by 10%. Rudder shift time decreased for both hulls from 19.7 to 14.7 and 19.7 to 18.1 and 14.7 to 13.4 respectively. The German twins are actually going to be receiving even more buffs. Tirpitz receiving a 6% increase to her shell grouping, and torpedo tubes armor against HE shells, so you should expect them to get knocked out a lot less often. And Bismarck is also receiving that increase to shell grouping, meaning it should be just that little bit more accurate that you would expect. French ships, well, Tier 7 Charlemagne receiving several changes. Maximum range of the main guns being increased from 17,840 meters, aka 17.4 kilometers, to 17.78 kilometers, receiving an extra 300 meters of range. Shell groupings being increased by 5%. Reload time and main guns decreased from 28.6 down to 26.6. And the repair party HP regeneration is increased by 33%. Nice to see that happen for that ship, as it is definitely a premium that people bought, and then I rarely see. I don't think it is a much loved premium. I only use it when I want to feel a little spooky. Gascon, well, the repair party HP per second regeneration is just being increased by 33%, making it just that little more survivable, which it kind of needs. I can't remember the last time I saw Gascon out on the battlefield. Finally, then the USSR, Tier 5 Navy, rotation speed of main guns is being increased from 6 degrees per second to 7. Armor against HE shells for steering gears and engine is being increased as well. Tashkent, and I really like this change, repair party being added to the slot with smoke generator, so that you can choose between having a repair party on the Tashkent, so you can really kind of run it like a French gunboat style of destroyer, or you can keep the smoke. I really like that choice. Finally, Italy, the Tier 5 Leon is getting exhaust smoke, so now all Italian ships will have the exhaust smoke. Really excited to see that on Leon, because it's nice to have that one kind of commonality between all the ships. Some other changes that are occurring: exhaust smoke generator duration is being increased from 17 seconds to 20 seconds for all Italian cruisers. So that's Montecuculi, Trento, Zara, Amalfi, along with its dispersion time being increased from 30 seconds to 35. Nice to see that little buff to that as well. And then secondary guns aiming priorities were changed. Now enemy destroyers are more likely to be chosen as a target in case there are 2 or more options for the attack. So your secondaries should be that more effective up against destroyers, which is really nice. Now let's get into the skill changes. We'll first lead off with the buffs. So buffs, before it's too late, the bonus to torpedo detectability is being increased Level 1 is going from 3% to 5%. Level 2 is going from 5% to 8%. Level 3 is going from 7% to 12%. And level 4 is going from 10% to 15%. Flank speed, the penalty to rudder shift time is being changed from +3 to +5. Then the marksmanship penalty to rudder shift time on level 4 is being changed from +10% to +5%. Mortar, the penalty to destroyers' visibility is now the same on every level. It is a flat 4% instead of the 5 to 10% range, which I really like. This should make gunboats that just more effective. Velocis bonus to ship speed increase with buff ranging from 2 to 5% now is instead a 1 to 4% range. Evil Sparks, which is a legendary skill, the penalty to destroyers' HE shells damage decreased on every level to 35 to 20% range instead of a 55 to 40% range. Running with Scissors, which is also a legendary skill, penalty to dispersion of main batteries on level 3s and 4s changed from 7% and 10% to 5% and 6% respectively. Nerfs, so here are the big ones and where you're going to see what exactly is kind of nerfing the destroyers. It is a straight concealment nerf to pretty much all destroyers. So here we go. Fragile threat, bonus to destroyers, concealment has been decreased. Level 1, 2.5, the decrease to concealment is going from 2.5 to 2%. Level 2, 5% down to 4%. Level 3, 7.5% down to 6%. And level 4, 10% down to 8%, making that skill a lot less attractive to those trying to be that sneaky. Ingenious, the gun rotation speed is being reduced down 0.2 degrees per second on every level. Hide and seek, Jersey Swirsky's base trait, bonus ships concealment is decreased every level skill maximum. The max now on Jersey Swirsky is a 4% boost to your concealment as opposed to a 5% boost to concealment. Similarly, Shifty, which is Eric Bay's base trait, is getting an increase on every level. So Bay is going to be the one you want to sink more points into. You'll be 5% is what it is now, and it will go up to 6%. Next up, Oklahoma Project will be deprecating, i.e. it will not be available to start. So if you want to ever own the Oklahoma, just start that project now. You can continue it later down the line. You just have to basically claim it to begin it, and then you can go bugger off and work on whatever legendary you want to. But you need to claim it now if you ever want to be able to play the Oklahoma. Bug fixes, there are a few here and there. Paid and free campaign rewards are now correctly shown on the port widget. Unattended spotlights on water surfaces wherever Arpeggio blue steel ships are destroyed will no longer appear. And next, let's go ahead and talk premiums because, guys, it's happening. There is a premium aircraft carrier. That's right, Tier 5 Japanese aircraft carrier, Zuho, available for doubloons. First premium carrier in Legends with excellent concealment for the aircraft. Make sure to try her out. And then the Tier 6 American destroyer, Charles F. Hughes, available for doubloons, further extends the range of the red, white, and blue destroyers, providing a lot of torpedoes to launch at your foes. And then, of course, what we all know about already, the legendary tier Soviet cruiser Stalingrad will be available for 2 million global XP. They say, we realize this is a very unusual way for delivery of a legendary tier ship, but we also felt it's time to try something new. While only a handful of players will be able to get her right away, we know a lot among you have multiple global XP ships, so while there is certainly a long-term goal, it is not beyond the horizon. Also, considering Stalingrad is our first non-Bureau legendary ship, we're making her available with a permanent camouflage from the get-go. When it comes to this ship, what it is, think of it as a huge cruiser with 12-inch 305mm guns, offering excellent performance with AP shells, serious HP pull, and quite a bit of speed, and a choice between defensive AA and radar to boot. Please note also that Stalingrad is not a premium ship, but simply a legendary ship of legendary tier, so changes to her performance are very much possible and even likely. Please consider that before making your purchase. So spend this autumn and enjoy to turn the tide. And guys, that's the patch notes, which yeah, there's a lot of them, and I'm excited to see how this kind of rework of destroyer concealment goes. I'm excited to see, like, I'm excited to play the new ships. I'm excited for the Transformers content because I want to play as a dinosaur. Damn it! But yeah, guys, that's what I'm excited for. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. See ya.